Hello, welcome to our second game of Game Week 2 for Season 6. This is Dark Elves against Nurgle. So these two teams last met in semi-finals last season, where the Dark Elves are one out. And here they are meeting here, both won their first games. I can't remember where we were in terms of team value and things like that, so I'll have to see if we can guess at inducements. Doesn't look like anyone's taken extra re-rolls or anything. Stinking Bishops, who are the Nurgle team, chose to attack. So let's have a quick look at these Dark Elves. Who have kept their Agility 5 Witch Elf on the bench here, and also their leader runner, who does put them up to 4 rerolls. So they've got 3 rerolls for this drive. Other Witch Elves on the pitch here, who is a 5-point unleveled one. We've got 4 Blitzers on the team. 3 of them have dodge. There's a kicker, which we'll come to, so that's gone deep. And we've grabbed a quick snap. Right, so let's have a look at these blitzers. Yeah, so 3 of them have dodge, one also has sidestep, one also has agility 5 and a niggling injury, but he's still a good player. And there's a tackle one here, only dodge player on the Nurgle team is one Pestigore. Apart from that, we are on linemen, so we had a kick one, like we said, also has wrestle, 2 block linemen here, 3 unleveled ones here, who are the sacrificial lambs, if you will. And we switch around because the Nurgle are attacking, so probably their best player, this Pestigore, with block and dodge and 2 heads. Definitely the most experienced player. He's stepping towards the ball from the quick snap. Unleveled Pestigore there. Where are the other 2? A block movement 7. Let's go to just advances. Block movement 7 Pestigore, a diving tackle Pestigore, and then 4 warriors, 3 with block. 1 also has tackle, and there's an unleveled one who's on 4 points. Should be looking to come up soon. And the Beast of Nurgle has guard. Rotters, we've got an unleveled one, and I think this is a tackle. Yeah, tackle leader, which gets them their 3rd reroll. And I imagine. Hang on, let's see what we can see. Okay, so there's a bribe for the Nurgle, so they were probably down team value. I guess elves are expensive, so that does make sense. So they can, maybe get some use out of dirty player, because I don't think they've done a lot of fouling with this player since it leveled up with that. No, hang on, that's leader. They've got a dirty player somewhere. Is it on the bench? Or did it die? Did it die? Yeah, so there might just be fouling with Rotters. Oh, there's a double skull. First turn double skull, which is rather unfortunate. And then conserving their reroll, so didn't reroll that. He's giving up quite a lot of first turn actions. I'm going for the surf here because this player's left within 2 of the touch line. Within 2 of the touch line with frenzy players means they're going to get shoved off the pitch if they can. And that is the leader removed, so could maybe have used that reroll before losing it for the drive, and then I go for it to try and get away. I imagine they'll reroll this. Yeah, go for it away from the touch line. So because the leader isn't on the pitch, if you're not familiar with that, they do lose the ability to use that one. We'll be back next drive, and you can only use it once a half, the reroll for it. So if there's a touchdown, and then that roster comes back with leader, they'll be able to use it before half time. But here, Dark Elves, I think, are doing exactly the right thing to capitalise on that early turnover, and putting pressure on the ball, because Nurgle don't like having to deal the ball. They don't have the skills to move it quickly or the speed. So it's going to be, because of how much pressure the Dark Elves are putting on, this is going to be really hard to make safe. They're going diving tackle on this guy, the agility 5 dodge one. Still makes his dodge rolls 3+, I think. Is that right? No, it can't be right. It must be 4s. No, 4s into a tackle zone. Okay, so a foul pick up there makes it pretty tricky. So no sure hands on the Nurgle team. Meant they did lose a reroll as well, so it's down to 1 now. I'm going to try and block this one away. I don't think they can get anyone as far as this Pestigore in the end zone. Don't quite have the speed over here to do that. I think this is the player who might have done it, but they didn't want to risk dodging through diving tackle. Gonna try and fight back a bit over here. And gonna blitz this diving tackle off the pitch. So yeah, choosing the pushback to take the surf. It's an automatic removal. So obviously no star player points for it, where they're often knocking players over and injuring them, but it's the automatic removal which they're taking. And that's two players off the pitch now, so it is 11 plays 9 in Dark Elves' favour, and still more pressure on the ball. This is, yeah, I would not like to have a Nurgle team in this situation. It's quite horrible to try and have to deal with. Taking some blocks first though, so they're going to try and make sure they get them. So if they'll go for it, have to re-roll it because the ball's just there. So Dodge keeps it up. That's going to free up an extra player. I don't see where they put the ball. No, they've got no re-roll now. They have to pick it up and probably hand it off to try and get it over here or something. That's freed up another warrior. Yeah, so I think they're probably going to look at trying to get the ball over here, but they have to pick it up. Probably have to hand it off. Okay, so do get those. Still not that safe. There's 2 dice on the ball here, definitely. 3 dice with the beast. And it's probably just a 2+ or 2 away from 2 dice on the ball. Imagine maybe want this guy doing it. Because if possible they'd want their tackle player to do the hit, but they can't get through. Yeah, it's just a 2+ dodge, and then that's there. Ball forward. This is where an agility 5 player can really come in handy. Just some 2+ rolls to get through there. Yeah. And we could probably try and chuck the ball over this way as well. Actually, might re-roll that. I guess disturbing. Oh, I forgot about disturbing presence personally. Which is going to be on both the, they were both 4+s. That so it was -2 for these 2 warriors for both of them. Yeah, they're both the thrower and the catcher are in 2 disturbing presence areas. But Dark Elves very much in control here with that early turnover first turn and then aggressive defence. Pushing onto the ball, which is now in 3 tackle zones. I think they need this guy over here. Trying to get the beast in. That's going to put the beast on 2 blitzers. And it's going to be very tricky to try and extract them. This is for a level. Doesn't get it, just a knockout. Just one off. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might like the beast, the beast man, the Pestigore in there. Just it's another tackle zone I have to try and deal with. Because here they only need to blitz 1 player away. So that's the witch off. Oh, go for the agility 5. Yeah, so it's away from the ball. So I can try and. Okay, so that guy has to be holding the ball. And that's pretty good screening. I guess they can try and dodge away from the beast with these 2 players if they want to, and if they don't pass tentacles they just don't get away. Beast is isolated at the moment, so the Nurgle are going to need to Yeah, so technical assault out there, but the Nurgle are going to need to move someone before they activate the beast, because 4+ really stupid at the moment. This warrior following up would get them that. It's been a couple of knockouts now. That might make it 9 plays 9. Oh, 3 knockouts. Okay, so the Nurgle do have more players on the pitch now. So it's going to give them 2 dice there. I don't see where their blitz is. I guess it's one of these warriors. Oh, I'll go with... Oh, I see. Okay, just 3+ dodge for 2 dice. Just to push back. Follows up, which means the Dark Elves are going to have to try and do something about that. Probably just be pushbacks from this this Witch Elf. And that's beast, it's 1 in 9 for a turnover. Yeah, blitzing with the Witch Elf, so Jeff then maybe going to try and get the it's a bad choice of pushback square. I think you go there, it's another 2 dice, and then you can also on the second one, if you're getting a push into the sidestep guy and put it wherever you like. First failed really stupid we've had. Finding a power on that dodge guy. So we've got a tackle warrior here who can hit this blitzer but not get anywhere. It is just a 2+ dodge away. Oh sorry, yeah, 2 2+ dodges away because it's agility 5. And they can have another 2 dice with this Pestigore. That Rotter moving in. But no, can't find a power, just more pushes. Okay, so pretty surrounded. Can go there on a 3 without the dodge skill. And then there on a 2 with the dodge skill. Going 1 dice and no more rerolls, so that skull is going to stick. Just going to keep hoping this blitzer can hold the ball more. They've got 2 dice straight away with the tackle player, so take that. Still can't get it. I guess you try that way because this is an assist. Okay, beast is back in action. Can try and hold this blitzer in place. Finds a power finally. This beast making try to get the ball. Gets it. Second. Start trying to get up, but it doesn't look like they're going to score. Because this is turn 7 already. They've got no scoring threat. So what they can really try and do is keep the ball safe and not let the Dark Elves score. There's no one up there, is there? There's no one up there. There we go, finding a couple of powers that turn to knock those blitzers over. And yeah, so a lot of Dark Elves on the floor. It's actually the whole team, wasn't it? Everyone on the pitch. Okay, so this is risky having players left in the end zone. Unless they're trying to score this turn, they probably shouldn't just be in the end zone because it's an easy removal if you can blitz there. And yeah, this should definitely be the blitz. Okay, not going for this guy. Passing up the gift of the surf. And then just running away to make sure the ball is safe. That's going to end the half scoreless. I think There's no one's reaching that ball. Could be gearing up for a foul here. I do have a bribe after all. That is an injury, so if it a 10, not double 10. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the injury roll. So armor, but it's just a badly hurt. So it's just this game. Got 3 dice for the beast. It's the player who got injured. Oh, it's the Blodstep Blitzer. Go turn 8 for the Dark Elves. Are they looking at? No. If they were looking at if they could still, okay, if they had bomb dice on the ball, they could. Actually, I think that player was stunned. I don't know if there was anyone close enough to actually get the ball. No score that first half. All 3 Dark Elves back, who were knocked out, which is everyone. Dark Elves attacking this turn. They're still on 11. Nurgle's still on 11 as well. Only casualty was that blitzer near the end. I'm putting the beast on the line because there aren't any Dark Elves who can touch it. Especially with straight 4 players either side. I think they're just not taking those. I think if I was in the Dark Elf position here, I'd just look at a quick score, personally. I know that's not what a lot of people would be strategically the great thing to do, but I think I would, because you're not getting any blocks here. Probably blitz this rotter and just try and pull around this flank, screen off a ball carrier down here, or a receiver for next turn. I would though, because this Witch Elf's on 5 points. I think I'd have her retrieving the ball and trying to chuck a pass to someone. It's a blitz for the Nurgle. So what can they do with this? Going for this. Oh, with the tackle guy. Okay. I think for the Elves' point of view as well, I don't think I'd have. I guess you're just asking this lineman to mark the Beast of Nurgle, but I think I might have stepped away. Maybe had some dodge players on the line, not marked by the Beast, so you could dodge around with them. Okay, agility 5, Witch Elf straight on the ball, goes and picks it up. Oh, we're going to see a withdrawn offence. I think we might do. So all these players falling back. Haven't seen one of these in this league since last season. I tried it 2 or 3 times, I think. So the benefits of this are the Dark Elves are not going to get hit anywhere near as much in this drive. And what they're trying to do is get the Nurgle team to come forwards to pressure the ball, and then to try and outflank them and outrun them because they're much quicker. All the while being as disengaged as possible from the team who hit much harder. Good thing they used a block player there. That is going to free up their whole team, so they are going to be forwards. And good ways to defend against it are to just try and basically make sure you're covering the width of the pitch, make it hard for them to have a place to break through. And there's no guard in the Dark Elf team as well. And the strength advantage for the Nurgle mean they should have a good time at doing that, really. So that's a potential gap in the line next turn. Going for a foul here. Still got that bribe to use. And Nurgle didn't manage to score in their attacking drive, so they need every advantage they can get, which is going to mean numbers. Looks like we're going to go early here. Okay, so just looking to sort of fight back a bit. They're maybe going to move everyone over here. No, they're going to go up this way as well, but still stand off and attack the whole width of the pitch. because of the high agility and the relative high speed of the Elf team. This is still a dangerous group of players in terms of where the ball is, and a good way to sort of reduce the effectiveness of what was that, only one dice? Oh, no, it wasn't only one dice, it was two. Dropped a foul again, just to the stun. But sorry, a good way to reduce the effectiveness as a bash team is to try and split them up, which is kind of what the Dark Elves are doing by going into these small groups over the pitch. They're turning this into sort of 4 different games at the moment. So you've got over here, this bit in the middle, which is all Nurgle players, and then this bit which is all Dark Elf players. I'll go for it. First action is not helpful. Gets the 2+ the second time. Push there, which could get them an extra hit. That is a 1. A 1 there. No one to use the team reroll, so tackle meant that was not rerollable. I think the Nurgle need to get pressure on this group here this turn. Is that a quad skulls? That was a quad skulls. How about that? Does not happen often, but it does sometimes. We're going to be blitzing this, this diving tackle. And it kind of looks to me like the Dark Elves need to get the ball maybe to this blitzer this turn and get down here, because they've got space to attack. Are moving at least the someone who's accompanying the ball, because the agility bonus on this player, it means you can throw a longer pass at a better roll. So are pulling the trigger this turn. Ones are still no good anyway. Are outside, well, the thrower is outside of 7 presence. This guy wasn't, but he called it the 3+ on a 6 anyway. Try and hold that player up. Oh no, it's just 2 dice, isn't it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you go for it? It's 3+, 2+, 2+ for this Pestigore to get 2 dice on the ball. I should probably be trying to get. Might have gone with a Rotter there, even though it's riskier without block, but you don't get this Pestigore back to come over here and make sure they score next turn, which gives you still 4 turns to equalise. Yeah, no one else really has the speed to. I guess they're going to go for the blitz with this guy. I kind of got to really. I think actually these warriors here mean. Although they're so slow that. Okay, so made the dodge. Both go for it, but then hits a double both down, then finds a pal on the reroll. Ball does not scatter out. This guy. Yeah, so not really surfable because of where this prone player is. Unless they want to try for the 3+ dodge to there. Okay, just going to push this way probably. Yeah, let's keep it as 2 dice. Then this guy's just got 2+ to score, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 2+s. Yeah, sticks it in. That is our first touchdown. And the Nurgle do have 4 turns to try and score back. Not a lot of pace, so they need immediate forward momentum to get scoring threats in place. And I think defending quite deep here is a good idea for the Dark Elves. They go for that. These are quite deep, which is it's just going to give them more options because they can see where the attack's coming and try and react to it. I might have had at least a couple more players back a bit further as well. Only have 2 Pestigors back here. Oh, sorry, up on the halfway line. Kicking deep because that's going to make it harder. That's a Dark Elf. It's one of those linemen, so that's just one of those line of scrimmage hit they're taking. Three dice for the beast. So getting that forwards. Yeah, that's the blitz. So tackle knocks that down. They don't need players in scoring position this turn, of course. I think it might have been a good idea to split the Pestigors up, maybe have one of these a bit further forwards as well. If they're perhaps fearing an aggressive defence and want more players back. But yeah, finds a 1 in 9 to foul the pickup, a couple of 2s. Another reroll down to no rerolls now. But no real good way through for Dockers. I guess there's a gap. Yeah, there's a gap here they can open up. You can send this blitzer through and this one. Or just blitz there. Okay, and then from even this far back, that is pressure on the ball that is going to be unwelcome for Nurgle. With no reroll now, they have to make that pick up, and they have to get the ball safe, probably over here. And then they've only got 2 more turns after that, so it makes it very difficult for them to get that score. Tentacles has, I think, worked every time so far in this game. Tackle on those 2 dodge players. Try and tie all those up just with 2 rotters. And an injury there, so that is a warrior up to 12 points. A miss next game on that lineman. Just stun there. Another fail ball pickup, so there have been loads of those this game. That's been really unhelpful for them. Okay, so looking at reacting to, because they know Nurgle will have to have scoring threats in next turn, they're trying to deny them the space that they need or be able to react to anyone who is there. Okay, go for the blitz here so they can get forwards. Yeah, that's tackle zone on the ball. I guess both agility 5 players are going to be over here. I'm going for the pick up on the 2. Let's get it. Yeah, that is going to be a tough ask next turn to stop that score even. Yeah, it looks bleak for the Nurgle here. They kind of have to just roll some pals. But then they've got no one to retrieve the ball either. They need a scoring threat in as well. I think they need to get one of these Pestigors forwards at least. That was a failed 2+ dodge. Oh, that was going for the ball, I imagine. Just failed that on a 1. Hand off to the Witch Elf, who has already levelled. Unless that was what made her put her up to 16. I think she was on 12 last I saw, so maybe she made a pass last drive. I think that's... We had a preview of the 16 points she went up to. 2 casualties there. I think only one of them was missing the next game. and then 1 turn for the Nurgle, and Nurgle did not 1 turn well. Our backlining here. Two unlevel linemen and 1 block 1 to take the incoming hits. Only 1 mighty blow on this Nurgle team, which is the beast. I'm sure some of these warriors will get it at some point. They should be looking at trying to get as many 3 dice blocks as possible. You can start with the beast, and that's going to free up more players. Strength 4 player needs 3 assists for 3 dice. That's a riot. Okay, so that could, that could give the Nurgle another chance at a touchdown. Oh, straight into double skulls. They've had so many of them. I think that's been 4 of them, including 2 in the same action. Yeah, sometimes you just can't really do a lot about that. So I did dodge away from diving tackle there. They're just running away, just trying to not get hit, I think. Okay, so 2 foul dodges, second one couldn't be re-rolled. 3 dice from the beast. This is for a level. There we go. Finally levels. I had seen before the game that it had levelled, so I knew it must be at some point. Knock down there. Go for a pass. Go for a pass. Maybe this Pestigore. See if we can get off the mark. Then it'll be MVP ready. Need some 3+ rolls though. Now they can pick the ball up. Inaccurate throw, and that'll end the game. So 2-0 win for the Dark Elves, who now top the table, only team to win both games. The 2 teams in the game haven't seen both lost their first games. Good MVP for the Nurgle as well, levelling a warrior. Good. It's always good to level a lineman as well. Not the best players to level, but it's always useful. Yeah, massively outblocking, which is what you'd expect, and removals as well, way outweighed them. Yeah, there we go. I think the only removals that the Dark Elves got were a couple of serfs in that first half, but they weren't injuries. Not a lot of points going around. I think a couple of players, at least one, like this Witch Elf definitely levelled. Oh, yes, 2 players in each team I think levelled, because both of these levelled. And there we go. We're not going to be able to cover all these games because we're ready for that. We need to confirm this so that people start playing their new ones. That is next week. We'll come to that in a bit. But I picked this one basically because there are more touchdowns, and we'll try and make sure we see at least, well, try and see both of these teams next week as well. But that did finish 1-0 to the Amazons. There were loads of injuries for the Chaos. They had 4 injuries inflicted. When we come to see the teams, you'll see the damage that's done to this Chaos team, who got a bit bullied by Amazons. Yeah, outblocked by them. Quite a bit of guard on the Amazons. And I know this Amazon coach loves a 1 dice block as well, so it might be interesting to see how many of those there were. A couple there. Not that many actually. No, only 2. Okay. I am surprised. I haven't had a chance to watch the game back yet. I will do it at some point, hopefully over the weekend, but I'm not going to be able to record some analysis of it, so we'll just make sure we see those teams next time. Here's how we stand. Yeah, Dark Elves at the top, like I said, only team who've won all their games so far, and these top 2 face each other next. I can't remember quite how the other matchups work, but because I'm the half coach, I know who my next opponent is. But we do have next is Amazons against Nurgle. The Elf off high against Dark Elf, and then Chaos against Undead. And we'll have a quick look at the other 4 teams we've not seen yet. So the Chaos team, who did have a bit of a mauling, has 4 casualties against. And all these players missing. 3 players missing the next game. So they're a block warrior down, block tackle, beastman down, which they're facing undead. So that's one less tool they've got against ghouls. Only the 1 tackle player remaining, and then this block beastman took a movement penalty, which is a shame, but it's not really a sackable offence. And while you've got a block player who's just a bit slow, there's definitely ways you can use them without it hurting you too much. Probably just be using it on defence though. Next game they are down to 11 players, so no bench for their next game, and there they are. I don't think they had any levels. Doesn't look like there's anything new there. Yeah, I don't think so. They may have bought 1 or 2 more beastmen. I think that looks bigger than the last time we saw them. But there they are anyway. So already saw my team. No team had a couple of levels. So I've taken another tackle warrior. So tackle is valuable in this league, but you just don't often see it on warriors. But you know, it's definitely useful. It's just, is it more useful than guard or mighty blow is probably the question. And I think a lot of people would rather go that way, but block tackle still definitely effective. Other level I had was stand firm on the beast, which is definitely a great second choice. I might even like it as a first choice on the beast because of tentacles, and it being, if you can make it an immovable object as well, it's just even harder to deal with. The dirty player was missing the game. Looks like they've taken an armor penalty. And then everyone else is as they were. Yeah, this warrior needs to get out to block, and then that's just very effective. 110. They're saving up for a 3rd reroll. It's not really any more team they need to buy, so that is there. Dark Elves also had a couple of levels that game. I think it was a lineman. I don't know if it's this. I think it might have been this guy who's taken tackle. But most exciting of all, we now have a leap witch. So this witch with agility 5 and leap can jump over squares on a 2+, leap into cages, do all sorts of stuff, all sorts of nonsense. So it's a nice pairing. I think personally I'd have opted for wrestle, but this is going to be really fun. And I've got to face it, first time next, so we'll see how the Dark Elf coach is going to use that. I don't think they've bought anyone else, just missing this player next time. And they're at 1700 now, which is just below me, so they can think about any inducements. So I've only got 10k, there'll be no inducements in that game. Undead, we saw them yesterday because Hiles played them. The Amazons, I can't remember if they got anyone levelled from their win. Possible this tackle wasn't there. May have picked up block on another line woman. I can't really remember, to be honest though. I know they already had the 2 mighty blows. I think this player was missing that last game though, but it's now back. Or maybe it's the first game of the season she missed. But yeah, the 2 mighty blows are probably, well, even if there was one that was going to have contributed to the hurt that was put down on the chaos, the 3 guard is going to be helping them. There we are. That's round 2. Round 3 next week is these games, and we'll be back then.